3 years from now, do you think more or less people are going to be purchasing online?
I'd expect more purchasing online. I'd expect people to be purchasing more online. What recommendation would you give for an online seller in 2023?
It's really to get your books in order. If 2023 is the year of profitability, you don't get to profitability if you don't know your financials.
All right, I'm Stephen with LedgerGurus, and with me I have
Geoff from A2X.
So Geoff, who is A2X?
A2X is an e-commerce accounting automation app that helps Shopify and online sellers get accurate financials through automation.
So how does A2X automate accounting for online sellers?
So if you're selling on Amazon or Shopify or any other sales channel for that matter and doing your accounting in QuickBooks or Xero, you're probably used to getting deposits on your bank feed. But those deposits make up more than just sales. They're fees, sales, refunds, gift cards, all of that. So we take that jumbled up information, we organize it and post it as a summary so that you can reconcile those transactions in one click, get accurate financials while saving hours doing it.
So Geoff, the audience wants to know what's new in A2X in 2023.
So we've recently announced the support of BigCommerce. So we're now supporting BigCommerce brands, helping them automate their e-commerce accounting in QuickBooks or Xero.
What can A2X customers expect in the future?
So we're in the process of exploring payment gateways, kind of similar to the same vein of what we're doing with BigCommerce and supporting additional channels. The more we can support sellers in the accounting process, whether that's their sales channels or the payment gateways, the more we can automate, the better financials we can provide them with, and the more time we can save them.
Yeah, that's very exciting because we've seen doing the accounting for our customers that sometimes they don't even know where the money's at in those payment gateways, the timing, the processing. So you're going to give visibility across the flow of money into the books.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that today there are workarounds, right? But the idea is not to have workarounds, to automate more of the process, make it a lot more seamless, helping people save
Let them know where their money's at
Exactly.
and make sure it's reflected accordingly in the books.
100%.
Awesome. So Geoff, how would you describe the state of e-commerce in 2023?
I think 2020 and 2021, and some would argue the first half of 2022, was kind of growth at all costs.
The binge.
The binge, try to acquire as many customers as possible as more people are purchasing online. To now, fast forward to 2023, I think there's a significantly bigger focus on
The hangover.
profitability. Yeah, exactly. Running more efficient businesses, like real businesses that are making money, that can grow and sustain their growth over time.
What recommendation would you give for an online seller in 2023?
It's really to get your books in order. If 2023 is the year of profitability, you don't get to profitability if you don't know your financials.
You got to know what's going on to be able to get profitable.
Yeah, like how your sales channels are performing, what SKUs are profitable, if your pricing model is appropriate. Like accurate financials give you that visibility, gives you insight into your cash flow, helps you make inventory purchasing decisions. Like the list goes on and on and on. But I think accurate books is key to growth in 2023.
A lot of sellers are getting beat up in 2023. It's a tough year, but what is the future? What do you think the future of e-commerce is going to be?
I'm not a motivational speaker, and we're seeing the same thing at A2X and trying to support people through this transition. But one thing that our CEO comes back to time and time again during management team meetings when things can seem a little rough is a simple question. In 3 years from now, do you think more or less people are going to be purchasing online?
I'd expect more purchasing online, and I expect people to be purchasing more online, so that the trend probably will continue.
And we would agree with you. The technology might change, right? Where people are purchasing online might change over that period of time.
Wearables, virtual
Exactly.
reality.
But that just means that there's more opportunity for online sellers. But I think that the main narrative is that this is an industry that will continue to grow. E-commerce will continue to grow as a percentage of retail. This is, if you can build a really solid brand with a good product, efficient marketing, and just good business practices, this is an industry that you want to be in.
So Geoff, what gets you excited about e-commerce in 2023?
The same thing that's always gotten me excited about e-commerce: accessibility, convenience, personalization. As a consumer myself, I have kids. It's incredibly difficult for me to go into a brick and mortar retailer, explore new products, talk to somebody, be sold. This idea of being able to purchase products in my space that are relevant to me, whether I'm being targeted with ads or I'm going out there trying to find products that I need on a regular basis and having them shipped to my house and not having to travel to go get them. Like it's an amazing convenience.
So personalized,
yeah,
convenient, targeted, in your space, in your time frame.
You know, as a consumer, ads resonate with me, especially if they're targeted. I love that level of personalization with like some really great creative that speaks to some of the problems that I might be personally experiencing. And offering solutions or products that can help you solve those problems. Like, I'm a marketer by trade and I'm in the B2B marketing space. I'm so impressed by e-commerce marketers and their ability to hit home on the problem and to provide like incredible advertising to showcase their solutions and their products. I'm inspired by it, quite honestly. And not just inspired, like I put my money where my mouth is. I buy those products a lot of the time.
Awesome. Thanks, Geoff.